Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video on, this is actually the second most voted video people wanted me to do. It's on relationship advice, and I'm not making this video to make it look like me and Corey have the most perfect relationship, marriage. We don't. But I am making this in hopes that some girls or women won't settle until they find that right guy. So me and Corey have been together. We've known each other since last August, and it's like one of those things where right when you meet someone, like, wow, like, where's this person been all my life? Like, I never knew people like this person even existed, like stuff like that. And I was like, dang, like, he's a really good friend and really cool to talk to and all this and that. And we just really became really good friends. Like, we were like best friends. And so I was in a relationship, and then that ended in November. But me and Corey were still like, good friends throughout that. Nothing, didn't cross any boundaries, anything like that. So it was all good. And then I would say early December, we started, starting to hang out, and I was just like, wow, I really like him. Like, but I just got out of a relationship. What am I doing? It's one of those things. It's like, how is it going to work if you just got out of a relationship with someone else? Like, you can't just go back into a relationship like that. So I was like, I felt awful thinking about it now. Like, I was off and on. Like, I was like, yeah, let's date. Let's give it a try. And I was just like, no, I need my space. No, it's just like, poor guy, and he still stayed and somehow managed to be with me. But other than that, it's one of those things. It's like, you have such a good feeling about it. It's like, dang, like, I really want to, but dang, should I? It was one of those type things. So New Year's, we started dating. Well, December 27th, we started dating. And I'm telling you, like, it was amazing. And it still is amazing. But, like, once we started dating, it was like a whole nother level of, like, wow, where has this guy been all my life? Because when we were friends, we couldn't be all, lovey-dovey. And, like, when we were together, it was just like, wow, like, he really can. You can just really tell when someone cares about you. And I was just like, good God, this boy cares about me more than I care about my own self. Like, he cared so much about me, and he still does, but I'm just saying, like, then, like, he cared so much about me. You could tell he was falling for me, but I didn't want to, like, say anything, and he knew I was falling for him. So it was just one of those things that was like, oh, let's just see where it goes. So then, not too long after that, we said our I love yous and all that. And then in March, we were about 3 or 4 months into dating. He moved here where I live to be closer to me. He says to be closer to me, but I say, just because I don't want people thinking he moved here for a girl. Some people's like, why would he move there for a girl? Why would a guy do that? People get judged for that. I'm just like, I tell people, oh, he moved here for work, because we worked at the same place at the same time. I work at a state park, and he happened to work there, and he had a 40-minute drive, so he had to, like, commute a lot. But he says he moved here for me, so I guess that's right. But so we moved into the place we're in now, and we've been here since March 1st, actually, so going on a year soon. And honestly, since we've moved in together, you really, how do I put it? Like, you learn a lot about someone versus, like, when you're dating and, like, you don't live together. You still have your time apart, and you still have days where you might not see each other, stuff like that. But, like, when you are living together, like, it is you and that person 24/7, literally. You live under the same roof. So you learn a lot about one another. But, I mean, it was still amazing. Like, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, like, I live with my best friend, because, I mean, we really act like best friends. Like, we're married now, but, like, it's so crazy because we're still, like, best friends. Like, we'll goof around at the same stuff, we'll gossip about the same stuff, and we'll vent to each other about it, which is that's how you should be. But like, it's on a level to where like, you know how you do when you know how you and your best friend are. Is like, that's how me and Corey are sometimes. And we're just like, oh my God, let me tell you what happened today. Or, oh my God, did you see this? Did you see that? Da, da, da. Stuff like that. It's kind of like, we're like, you know, I don't know. It's cute. I like it. But there are times, I'm not going to lie, there's times where it's very hard. And there's some days where I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm sure it's for both of us. There's just, you know, I mean, fights happen, fights aren't fun. But, I mean, it's just all a part of a relationship. And it has a lot to do with communication. And we're good with communication. We really are. But I feel like we could be better. And both of us think this as well. Like, it's not just me. Like, we both know that we could be better at communicating. We like to jump down each other's throats versus, oh, let's sit here and talk about it and let's see what we can do to solve the situation instead of let's jump down one another's throats. Because honestly, and I will be the first to say this, I am bad about getting furious over things, and I will jump from a level 1 to a level 1,000 in like 2 minutes, and I hate that I'm like that, but I'm working on it. And it gets you nowhere. It really does. And arguing gets you nowhere. Arguing is a normal thing, but arguing a lot is not. And we don't argue a lot, but I'm just saying like the difference in how you should argue. It should not be an everyday thing. You know, that person's your best friend. That person's not your enemy. But, I mean, arguments happen. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if you get annoyed with your spouse, I mean, it happens. If you want space, it happens. If you rather go out with the girls, I mean, the guys, I mean, it's all a part of a relationship, and it's just stuff that you have to work with and understand. But communication is a big thing, and I know a lot of relationships fail because of communication. Even some of my past relationships failed because of communication. And, I mean, it's a big thing. And you have to communicate to one another. How is your significant other, or how is he or she going to know that something's bothering you? I mean, you can't just keep things balled up inside of you and expect someone to figure it out. And I used to be like that with Corey. I'm like, oh my God, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And he had no idea what was wrong with me. You know, like I had a bad day at work, or I made a bad grade in school, or someone pissed me off, you know, stuff like that. And it's just, you just gotta talk it out, honestly, talk it out. And when you talk to someone about what's bothering you, it makes the situation better. And so, I mean, we're good about talking to one another. And also another thing that you had got to have in a relationship is honesty. And me and Corey both are very good with honesty. Now, there's sometimes we might tell little white lies because, oh God, he might get mad at me if he knew that I bought this $50 shirt, or she might get mad at me if he knew that I ordered this game, you know, stuff like that. But it's never like, I didn't tell you where I was, or I went out with so-and-so and he happened to be there. That is nothing like that. But honesty, like, you have got to have honesty. And if you don't have honesty, then why are you even together? You know, like, you shouldn't have to keep anything from the guy or girl that you love. You shouldn't have to hide things from the guy or the girl that you love. Because if that's the case, you don't love one another, and it's not going to work. That's not the person for you. I'm real big into honesty with a lot of things, because, and I know a lot of people say, well, I'm traumatized from my past relationships. He was never honest with me, or she was never honest with me. And I get that. Like, I 100%, me and Corey both will tell you, we get that. And we really do. And like, that's something you just got to work on. And it's something that takes healing and time to trust someone again, or to believe anything anyone says to you. Like, they might say they love you, and you're just like, I love you too, but do you really love me? Type thing. You know what I mean? It's like, you just got to step out of your comfort zone and don't rely or dwell on that past relationship or that past guy or girl, because not everyone is the same. I promise you. I thought all guys were the same. I had it in my head. Like, I told everybody, like, people would come to me like, what do I do? And I'm just like, I don't know. Guys suck. Guys are the same. All guys are the same. No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. Like, if I could just, I could preach on that all day long. No guy's the same. Guys might do the same thing, but no guy's the same. And it all happened. It's like just maturity. That's all it is. And that the girls too. I mean, you ain't gonna get nowhere with an immature girl. You're not gonna get anywhere with an immature guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna work. You know, it's kind of like a friendship. But also another thing that's big is you have to have trust. And this was a big thing also for me and Corey, because we both in the past have had pretty bad relationships where, you know, you're hard to trust. You know, you don't know if you could trust someone again. Like, you say that when you get out of a relationship, say you were cheated on, or they constantly hid stuff from you, lied to you, and you just lost all trust. And you're like, I can never trust anyone again. I promise you that you can. I promise you that you can. But this is the thing that I tell any girl. You have to know, you have to be able to know to trust the right person, if that makes sense. Like, you just met this guy and you're like, how do I say this? I say it in a way to where you don't give your hopes up type thing. Like, don't expect to go into a relationship. Like, you should have your trust, like your guard set high. Like, yeah, like, don't go in there being like, I can't trust this guy. You don't know that guy. But just know, like, it just takes the right person. Like, it really does. And, like, you know when it's the person, because you all of a sudden leave, like, you just let your guard down, and like, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to trust issues doesn't even like come across your mind anymore. Honesty does, like, none of worries doesn't even cross your mind anymore. Like, I kid you not, y'all, like, this whole entire year since I've met Corey, I have never worried, is he gonna do, oh, is he gonna cheat on me, is he gonna talk to this girl, is he gonna look at this girl, is he gonna think she's hotter than me, anything. Like, I have never, ever, and I put this on everything, y'all, I have never worried about that, ever. Like, he has never given me a reason. Like, I know he is in love with me. I know he cherishes me. Y'all know, the boy's in love. And like, and that's how it should be. Like, I never worry thinking at nighttime, oh my God, is he gonna cheat on me tomorrow, or does he still think about this girl? I'm like, I don't think about that. I mean, there's days where I dwell on his past, which isn't a good thing, by the way. If you're in a relationship, or you're about to be in one, or you want to be in one, heads up, don't hold the guy's past over him. It's the past. Same for a guy. Don't hold her past over her. I promise you, it gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere because you can't change any of that. You don't like that they slept with that person? Oh, well, it's in the past. You don't like that they talked to that person? Oh, well, it is in the past. Like, it is in the past. And if you don't like that, why are you talking to that person? If it bothers you that bad. And I know I'm the one to talk, because there's some days, I will admit, I'm just like, I get in my head and I'm like, wow, you know, I'll start thinking about stuff he did in his past, but it doesn't affect like how I feel about him. It doesn't affect how he feels about me, and it doesn't affect how I think of him. That's his past. People do a lot of stupid stuff in their past, and they make mistakes and they regrets and everything. But I'm here to tell you that that ruins relationships. Like, you cannot hold someone's past over them, and you cannot keep bringing it up, because how can you move on and have a healthy relationship if you're continuously bringing up someone that's irrelevant? You know, like, nobody wants to keep hearing people they used to mingle with or talk to or had beef with in the past. Nobody wants to hear that. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, if you come up to me talking about any of my exes or any of the people, girls I had beef with, like, I don't care to hear that. I don't care. They're irrelevant to me. I don't care. I'm nice to everyone. If I saw them in public, I wouldn't be like, you know, rude to them. But I'd rather not talk about them. I'd rather it not be brought up to me. And I'm so the same goes for you. You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know, just, it's respectful. And I don't really tell Corey, because I don't want him to like feel like, oh, I shouldn't have did that in my past. No, because you're growing. You're a guy. You're a girl. You do things when you're a teenager. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't regret anything, because I did stuff in my past. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect. I mean, you're a teenager. You're going to do stuff. My God. But all I'm saying is, like, you just can't hold the past over someone's head, because I promise you the relationship will not, it just won't work. or it won't be the relationship that you want it to be, and you'll be stuck, like, you'll be questioning, well, why isn't a relationship good? Because you keep holding someone's past over them, and that's not right. It's not right at all. And I know I'm not the one to talk, but I don't continuously tell Corey. It's just little thoughts that come in my head, but I don't like to tell him about it. And sometimes I do, because he can just see it on my face, something's bothering me, and we'll just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I mean, communication, honesty, trust, and letting go of the past are like really 4 things that really helped me and Corey. We're not perfect, we're really not, but we are crazy in love with one another, and I knew he was the one, like, right when I laid eyes on him, and vice versa. And don't settle. Girls, guys, whoever's watching this, don't settle. Please don't settle. Don't, like, thinking back, like, when I think about all the guys I used to talk to, but just guys I've cried over, I'm just like, what was I thinking? Like, it makes me want to slap myself, like, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, Corey goes above and beyond for me. Corey does way more than I ever would imagine. Like, to me, he's perfect, and I really don't know why I cried over the guy. It's just ridiculous. And I'm sure if you just sit and think about all the guys you cried over, you're probably like, wow, I was a moron. Wow. Because that's what I think. I'm just like, okay, it's okay. I was young. I was just a young girl. Nobody cares. But really, though, I mean, it's just, don't settle until you really know. And you'll know when you find the right person, because nothing else will matter. No other person will cross your mind. You'll continuously think about them. They'll be the one you go to about everything. And I promise you, it'll all be worth it if you just wait on that person. And don't try, like, I know it sucks being single. It really does, because, I mean, I can't say it sucks, because I actually enjoyed being single when I was single. I enjoyed it. You have time with friends. You have the freedom to do what you want when you want, which is you do in a relationship, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, you don't have boundaries. Like, you could just do what you want. But don't keep looking for someone to fill that void in your heart. Don't keep looking, don't keep going out of your way to find someone just to have a partner. Like, it's not worth it. Like, just wait. Like, I promise you, God will put that special person in your life, and there is a person for everybody. And I don't care if you get mad that I say that. I don't care if anyone judges me, but I fully believe there's a person for everyone. There is. And you just have got to wait till that person comes. And it might take years, it might take months, it might take seconds, and it might take days. But that person's coming, and you have to be ready, and you have got to wait and be patient, because I really thought that I would never find a guy like Corey. I was just like, maybe there's just no hope for me. Like, this is all the guys I can get. This is what I attract. This sucks. No, I promise you, pray about it. That's all you can do, is just pray about it, and I promise God will send that perfect person for you in your life, and y'all will have a great life and make beautiful babies and have a wonderful house, and all the things that you used to cry about in your bed at night won't even matter. I promise you. But thank y'all for watching my video. I hope it helped, and a lot of this came straight from the heart. This was all real stuff. I was 100% straight up with y'all. But I hope y'all enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye.